Most people believe life changes in loud moments. Big speeches, big victories, big endings. But the truth is, some lives are saved by the quietest things. A seat on a bus, a name remembered, a knock on a door. Tonight we're sharing 3 real stories, each one beginning with someone who believed they didn't matter anymore. Stay with us until the end, because these stories don't just end in hope. They explain why hope still works. Each of these stories is based on documented real-world patterns supported by psychological and public health research. Studies from the CDC and NIH show that chronic loneliness increases mortality risk by nearly 30%. But the same research shows something else. Human connection reverses that damage. Here's what that looks like in real life. Every night at exactly 9:12 p.m., the same man boarded the same city bus. Same coat, same empty seat near the back, same quiet stare out the window. The driver noticed him because he never got off early, never spoke, never missed a night. What the driver didn't know was that the man had lost his wife 6 months earlier, 37 years of marriage, gone. After the funeral, the house became unbearable. So the man rode the bus, not to go anywhere, just to avoid going home. According to grief psychology, this behavior is common. People who experience deep loss often seek neutral spaces, places where they don't have to explain their pain. One night, the bus was late, and that's when the driver did something he wasn't supposed to do. He parked the bus, turned off the engine, and walked back. He just sat down next to the man and said, "Rough night?" That was it. The man stared forward, then quietly said, "My wife used to sit here." That conversation lasted 4 minutes, but something changed. The driver sat with him again the next night, and the next. Research on suicide prevention shows that one meaningful human interaction can interrupt a crisis cycle. The man still rides the bus, but now, he gets off earlier. You don't have to fix someone. Sometimes staying is enough. The grocery store was loud, bright, overwhelming. For most people, it was just another errand. For her, it was survival. She was a single mother of 2, working 2 jobs, sleeping 4 hours a night. She calculated every item in her cart before reaching the register. If the total went over, something went back. Psychologists call this decision fatigue, a mental exhaustion that slowly erodes self-worth. She already felt like she was failing. Then the cashier smiled and said, "Hey Maria, same cereal again?" She froze. No one said her name anymore. Not at work, not at home, not even in her own thoughts. The cashier remembered because she made a point to remember everyone. Research shows that being recognized activates the same brain regions as receiving a reward. Maria didn't cry. She finished checking out, left the store. But something followed her home: dignity. She later said that moment stopped her from quitting her second job that night, because someone saw her not as a burden but as a person. Life teaching. Being remembered can restore what exhaustion steals. The storm knocked out power across the neighborhood. Trees down, phones dead, silence everywhere. Inside a small house at the end of the block, an elderly man sat alone. No family nearby, no generator, no way to call for help. He wrapped himself in a blanket and waited. Disaster psychology shows that isolation is the greatest predictor of harm, not the disaster itself. Hours passed. Then came a knock, soft, careful. A neighbor stood outside with a flashlight and a thermos. "I noticed your lights never came back on." That was it. The man cried not because he was afraid, but because someone noticed he was missing. Life teaching. Help doesn't always arrive loudly, but it always arrives with intention. These weren't heroes. No headlines, no awards, just people who noticed. And according to decades of research, noticing saves lives. If you're listening tonight and feeling unseen, this is your reminder. You matter more than you think. And if you notice someone tomorrow, don't hesitate. Small moments echo longer than we realize. If these stories stayed with you, share them with someone who needs a reminder that hope still shows up quietly. This is Echoes of Hope with Kai and Cindy, where every story ends in light.